Fourth floor walk up, water stain on the ceiling. The radiator clangs like it's got its own feelings. I moved here in October to chase a dream that's faded. 3 years later, I'm still here, lonely and jaded. The neighbors don't speak when we pass in the hall. I'm starting to wonder if I matter at all. Brooklyn apartment, you hold me like a stranger, familiar and indifferent, both safe and full of danger. I cook for one most nights, listen to the city scream, wonder if I'm living life or just rehearsing in a dream. Brooklyn apartment, you're a witness to my years of pretending to be okay through every wave of tears. Brooklyn apartment, you don't even care. I made a friend at the coffee shop on 5th Avenue. She moved to Portland in June, said the city was through with her dreams and patience, said she had to start again. I think about her sometimes, wonder if she found a way to mend. I called my mother yesterday, told her I was great, but she could hear it in my voice, the heaviness of late. Brooklyn apartment, you hold me like a stranger, familiar and indifferent, both safe and full of danger. I cook for one most nights, listen to the city scream, wonder if I'm living life or just rehearsing in a dream. Brooklyn apartment, you're a witness to my years of pretending to be okay through every wave of tears. Brooklyn apartment, you don't even care. Maybe I'll move home, maybe I'll stay another year. Maybe I'll meet someone who can help me face my fear. For now I'll boil water, make some tea and write a book. Tell myself this lonely life is not so hard to brook. I'm just renting space for now in your concrete sleep. Someday I'll leave you for somewhere with more light, but I remember every detail of your never-ending night. Brooklyn apartment, you taught me how to be alone. You taught me that not every house gets to be a home. Brooklyn apartment, I'm yours until I'm gone. Fourth floor walk, water stain on the ceiling. Tonight Tonight I'll keep my window open, just a little revealing. Fourth floor walk up, water stain on the ceiling. The radiator clangs like it's got its own feelings. I moved here in October to chase a dream that's faded. 3 years later, I'm still here, lonely and jaded. The neighbors don't speak when we pass in the hall. I'm starting to wonder if I matter at all. Brooklyn apartment, you hold me like a stranger, familiar and indifferent, both safe and full of danger. I cook for one most nights, listen to the city scream, wonder if I'm living life or just rehearsing in a dream. Brooklyn apartment, your witness to my years of pretending to be okay through every wave of tears. Brooklyn apartment, you don't even care. I made a friend at the coffee shop on 5th Avenue. She moved to Portland in June, said the city was through with her dreams and patience, said she had to start again. I think about her sometimes, wonder if she found a way to mend. I called my mother yesterday, told her I was great, but she could hear it in my voice, the heaviness of late. Brooklyn apartment, you hold me like a stranger, familiar and in.
Drove 3 hours north to my grandfather's old cabin. Hadn't been here since the year I lost my mother's wedding band. The lake was glass that morning, the maple trees were burning, every color reminder of the years that I was learning. I unpacked slow, made coffee on the wood stove, sat on the dock and let the cold get in my bones. Lake house in October, you are exactly what I need. A week of perfect silence, no email and no creed, just the loons in the wind, through the birches in the morning, just the smell of wood smoke and the lake's quiet warning. Lake house in October, you hold every old summer, you hold every laughing kid and every drumbeat thunder. Lake house in October, I'm yours again to wander. Found my grandfather's flannel in the cedar chest by the bed, wore it like a hug from the man who's been dead 12 years now, but still I hear his voice in the trees. Take it slow, son, take it slow. The world don't care to please. I made the bed with the quilts my grandma sewed. The years pile up like leaves on a forgotten road. Lake house in October, you are exactly what I need. A week of perfect silence, no email and no creed. Just the loons in the wind, through the birches in the morning. Just the smell of wood smoke and the lake's quiet warning. Lake house in October, you hold every old summer. You hold every laughing kid and every drumbeat thunder. Lake house in October, I'm yours again to wonder. The city's gonna wait, the meetings can't stay paused. Out here I remember what I always was, because I was a kid who climbed these trees, who fished off this same dock, who learned to love the silence of an October without a clock. In October, I'll come back next year. I'll bring my own daughter and we'll share this same quiet here. She'll learn what I learned from my grandfather and his stories, that the slowest place is sometimes the most full of glories. Lake house in October, you raised me without knowing. You taught me how to listen to the slow, steady going. Lake house in October, you're my soul, still growing. Drove 3 hours north to my grandfather's old cabin. The lake was glass that morning, like memories holding hands. And window seat, headphones in, the world is rushing past. Small towns I'll never visit, places I won't get to last. A woman hangs her laundry on a line in someone's yard. A boy throws a baseball with his father. Life feels hard. Every face I see is a story I won't know. Every house is full of secrets I'll never get to grow. Train window memories, I steal them as I go. Faces I'll forget by morning, but in my heart they show. The man with the briefcase reading on the platform, the kid waving goodbye in a thunderstorm. Train window memories, they pile up like a song, the song I keep on writing as the miles roll along. Train window memories, you remind me I'm not alone. The girl is crying on the platform as the train pulls away. A boy is waiting for her at a station miles away. I'll never know if they made it, if their love was true, but I
sister walks the aisle, asks if we'd like tea. I shake my head, keep watching, this is enough for me. Train window memories, I steal them as I go. Faces I'll forget by morning, but in my heart they show. The man with the briefcase reading on the platform, the kid waving goodbye in a thunderstorm. Train window memories, they pile up like a song I keep on writing as the miles roll along. Train window memories, you remind me I'm not alone. Maybe I'll write a novel from all these passing scenes. Maybe I'll just hold them as my own kind of dream. Either way, I'm grateful for the way the train can move past so many small lives I never have to prove. You'll come to me at night when I'm trying to sleep and the world doesn't feel quite right. I'll remember the woman hanging laundry in Vermont. I'll remember the boy with the baseball, what he wants. Train window memories, you're the photographs I keep without ever taking pictures. You're the souvenirs that see. Train window memories, you're the company I keep. Window seat, headphones in, the world is rushing past. The train pulls into the station, the journey's done at last. Pulled the dusty box down from the closet in the hall, the one I haven't opened since my mother's funeral last fall. Inside there were photos from a life I have forgot. Christmas mornings, summer days, every gentle thought. I sat down on the floor and laid them out around me like little paper islands in a sea I used to be. Old photographs, you don't move but you breathe. You hold the faces of the dead, so I can still believe that my mama smiled, that my daddy laughed, that my little brother once was small and learning math. Old photographs, you're the only thing I have of a family that used to fit inside this little flat. Old photographs, you're everything I had. Here's a Polaroid of my grandma in her garden. She'd been gone for 10 years before her own daughter. That's my mother planting tomatoes by the gate. bicycle before the world got great. I held them up one by one and let myself remember every summer afternoon, every cold December. Old photographs, you don't move but you breathe. You hold the faces of the dead, so I can still believe that my mama smiled, that my daddy laughed, that my little brother once was small and learning math. Old photographs, you're the only thing I have of a family that used to fit inside this little flat. Old photographs, you're everything I had. I should scan you, save you, share you with my children, show them the great-grandparents, give them all this feeling. But part of me wants to keep you in this paper form, where the years still feel real and tactile and warm. Old photographs, I'll put you back in the box for another year, another quiet equinox. But I'll think about you often, the way you held me here, the way you brought my mama close enough to almost hear. Old photographs, you are the closest thing to magic, the closest thing to time travel, and the most achingly tragic. Old photographs, thank you for being prismatic. Pulled the dusty box down from the closet in the hall. The night is late and the memories still call. Stopped at a roadside diner in a town called Stowey. Bought a stack of postcards, drank coffee in the snow. Wrote one to my sister, one to my old college friend, one to the person I might be when this road comes to its end. The waitress kept refilling, didn't ask why I cried. She just said, "Take your time, honey, the road's a long ride." Postcards from Vermont, I'll mail them when I get back. Or maybe I'll just keep them like a forgotten almanac of all the things I wanted to say, but couldn't find the breath of all the years of silence between me and what I left. Postcards from Vermont, you're more honest than my voice. You hold the words I can't speak, you make them my real choice. Postcards from Vermont, I'm finally letting myself rejoice. Dear sister, I'm sorry I missed your wedding day. I was working a fellowship in Berlin and couldn't get away. But I think about your face every time I see a bride. college friend. You were right about everything. I should have listened more and argued less. My ring. Postcards from Vermont, I'll mail them when I get back. Or maybe I'll just keep them like a forgotten almanac of all the things I wanted to say, but couldn't find the breath of all the years of silence between me and what I left. Postcards from Vermont, you're more honest than my voice. You hold the words I can't speak, you make them my real choice. Postcards from Vermont, I'm finally letting myself rejoice. Dear future me, I hope you're proud of who you've grown. I hope you have a porch, a dog, a house you call your own. I hope the things that scared me now have softened into ease. I hope you finally learned how to live in any breeze. Postcards from Vermont, I'll seal them up tonight. Address them to the people who I've loved with all my might. Some will get them, some won't open them at all. Some will read them and they'll come to me when I call. Postcards from Vermont, you're my pilgrimage in ink. You're the letters I should have written before the well of memory could shrink. Postcards from Vermont, I'm grateful for the sink. Stopped at a roadside diner in a town called Stowey. The waitress smiled and said, "Honey, you take that with you when you go."
Walked into Dad's garden for the first time since he passed. 8 months of weeds and ruin and a hose that wasn't grassed. The tomatoes that he planted in May had gone to seed. The rose bush that he loved was choking from the need. He worked this garden every morning from spring to fall. Now I'm standing here and trying not to let it call. The garden after Dad, I don't know what to do. Should I tend it like he did? Should I let it die too? Every weed I pull feels like erasing him a bit. Every plan I say feels like keeping him a bit. The garden after Dad, you're a riddle in the dirt. You're the proof that life keeps going even through the hurt. The garden after Dad, I'm doing what I can to assert. Found his old straw hat hanging on the garden gate, the kind he wore for 40 years to keep the sun at bay. I put it on like he was here to teach me how to tend this dying tract. I knelt down in the dirt and pulled the first weed out. Cried so hard I couldn't see what I was about. The garden after that, I don't know what to do. Should I tend it like he did? Should I let it die too? Every weed I pull feels like erasing him a bit. Every plant I save feels like keeping him a bit. The garden after that, you're a riddle in the dirt. You're the proof that life keeps going, even through the hurt. The garden after that, I'm doing what I can to assert. By the end of the afternoon, I'd clear the back 2 rows, replanted the tomatoes, watered every single rose. My back ached, my hands were raw, my heart was somehow lighter. Like Dad had whispered, "Thank you, son," through this living writer. I think I'll keep it going. I think I'll learn from him by doing this same growing. Every summer I'll come back and plant the tomatoes and the roses and the basil and all the other tomatoes. The garden after Dad, you become my conversation with a father I can't visit, but whose love is my foundation. The garden after Dad, you're my deepest meditation. Walked out of Dad's garden as the sun was going down. The hat was on my head and the tomatoes were finely crowned.
I was reading at the corner table by the window in the rain. You asked if you could share it, said the other seats were all in vain. I said sure and pulled my laptop closer to my chest. You set down your book and asked me what I read for what I quest. I didn't expect to talk to anyone today, but there was something in your eyes that wouldn't let me look away. Coffee shop conversations where the rest of the world disappears. Just 2 cups of coffee and a stranger's hopes and fears. You told me about your sister, I told you about my dad. You told me about the trip you took, I told you what I'd had. Coffee shop conversations, the kind you don't expect, the kind that turn a stranger into someone you respect. Coffee shop conversations, you changed the whole subject. We talked for almost 3 hours. The rain kept coming down. Neither one of us was anxious to be moving back into the town. You said you were a doctor, I said I worked in publishing. We laughed about the things we don't talk about that aren't worth conversations where the rest of the world disappears. Just 2 cups of coffee and a stranger's hopes and fears. You told me about your sister, I told you about my dad. You told me about the trip you took, I told you what I'd had. Coffee shop conversations, the kind you don't expect, the kind that turn a stranger into someone you respect. Coffee shop conversations, you change the whole subject. We exchange numbers, but I haven't reached out yet. Some things stay better as a perfect debt to chance to rain, to a Tuesday afternoon, a perfect coffee shop conversation, my favorite midday swoon. Coffee shop conversations, you remind me to be open, to take the seat that's offered, to keep my soul left wide and woken. You never know when a Tuesday in the rain will hand you back a piece of yourself that you thought you couldn't regain. Coffee shop conversations, you're my favorite kind of luck, the kind that doesn't cost a thing, the kind that doesn't get stuck. Coffee shop conversations, I'm grateful that I'm struck. I was reading at the corner table by the window in the rain. Now there's a number in my phone and a song that won't refrain. Drove out past the last gas station, past the cell signal too. Spread a blanket on the ground where the only light was true. The Milky Way was so bright I could read by it, the kind of sky that makes you feel like every prayer is fit. I'd never seen so many stars, didn't know there were so many. Each one a question, each one a tiny epiphany. Stargazing in Montana, I am so small here. The vastness of the universe makes everything feel clear. My problems are absurd, my worries are a joke, when you can see the spiral arm of the galaxy that woke. Stargazing in Montana, I'm a speck of borrowed dust. I'm grateful for the smallness, I'm grateful for the must. Stargazing in Montana, I'm finding what I trust. A shooting star streaked across the sky just past midnight. I made a wish I'd never spoken, even to myself in light. The kind of wish you keep because it's so impossibly true. The kind of wish that only a Montana sky can let you renew. The wind picked up around 2. I pulled my jacket tight, didn't wanna go inside, didn't wanna lose feel clear. My problems are absurd, my worries are a joke. When you can see the spiral arm of the galaxy that woke. Stargazing in Montana, I'm a speck of borrowed dust. I'm grateful for the smallness, I'm grateful for the must. Stargazing in Montana, I'm finding what I trust. There's a reason ancient people made up gods from these. Looking up at this same sky, they needed to feel pleased that something this enormous could maybe love them too. I get it now, alone in Montana, looking through. Stargazing in Montana, I'll remember this forever. Whenever life feels too big, whenever I think I'm too clever, I'll close my eyes and see this sky and shrink back into peace. I'll remember that my whole life is the briefest little lease. Stargazing in Montana, you've recalibrated me, you've given me my perspective, you've set my spirit free. Stargazing in Montana, this was always meant to be. Drove out past the last gas station, past the cell signal too. The night is endless, the stars are gentle, the prairie is true.
Lifted the lid on my father's old Pioneer, the same one that played him through every passing year. Pulled out a Neil Young record from the wooden crate, the kind of album that you put on and you don't deactivate. The needle dropped down with that perfect, imperfect sound. The vinyl crackled to life like an old friend that's found. The vinyl player, you don't make sense in our age. Streaming is faster, cheaper, easier to gauge. But there's something in the ritual of pulling out a sleeve, of holding all that artwork, of believing what you grieve. Vinyl player, you're a slow kind of love, you're a sacred kind of listening that fits like a glove. The vinyl player, you're my church up above. Dad's collection is over 400 records strong. Beatles, Dylan, Springsteen, every classic rock song. Mom's collection is 50 Joni Mitchells, every Carly Simon. The kind of curated love that makes our living room a horizon. I've added to it slowly my Phoebe Bridgers, my Fleet Foxes. The shelves keep growing, the music keeps making us bigger than our orthodoxies. The vinyl player, you don't make sense in our age. dreaming is faster, cheaper, easier to gauge. But there's something in the ritual of pulling out a sleeve, of holding all that artwork, of believing what you grieve. The vinyl player, you're a slow kind of love, you're a sacred kind of listening that fits like a glove. The vinyl player, you're my church up above. Side A ends and I flip you over with both hands, like everything that matters needs both your demands. You can't skip songs, you can't shuffle, you can't add to a queue. You have to sit and listen to what the artist's given you. The vinyl player, my kids will grow up with you. They'll learn that some things deserve our slow attention too. They'll learn that not everything has to be instant or free, that some pleasures are worth their patience, like a strong oak tree. The vinyl player, you're an inheritance for me. You're the artifact I'll pass down for my children to see. The vinyl player, you're my whole legacy. Lifted the lid on my father's old Pioneer. Tonight Neil Young will play, and I'll be a son again here.
Dear M, I know it's been 6 months since we spoke last. I'm writing now because the phone is getting harder fast. I keep meaning to call you, but the words don't come right. So I'm putting them on paper in the middle of the night. You don't have to write back, you don't have to call. I just needed you to know I'm still here through it all. Letter to my sister, the one I never sent, lives in the drawer of my desk, where my honest words weren't I love you, I am sorry, I miss the way we played. I never meant to grow up and let our closeness fade. A letter to my sister, your proof that I still try, even when I'm silent, even when I don't reply. Letter to my sister, you're my truthful little cry. Remember when we used to share the bedroom in the back? You had the bed by the window, I had the bed by the rack. We talked till Mama yelled for us to go to sleep. We'd whisper our biggest dreams that we promised we would keep. I broke broke a few of mine. I bet you broke yours too. Life is harder than it seemed when we were just kids in our shoe. Letter to my sister, the one I never sent, lives in the drawer of my desk, where my honest words went. I love you, I am sorry, I miss the way we played. I never meant to grow up and let our closeness fade. Letter to my sister, you're proof that I still try, even when I'm silent, even when I don't reply. Letter to my sister, you're my truthful little cry. Maybe one day I'll actually mail you a real one, or maybe I'll just call you when our mama is done with this life of hers, and we have to come together to bury her and remember every kind of weather. Letter to my sister, I'll put you in the drawer with all the other letters I've never had the courage for. Maybe someday after I'm gone, you'll find this stack. Maybe you'll know how much I missed our talks and our pack. Letter to my sister, this is the closest I can get to telling you the truth without facing the regret. Letter to my sister, you're my honest little debt. Dear I know it's been 6 months since we spoke last. The night is long and the pen is slowing down at last.
The old bookstore on Hawthorne Avenue has a bench in back where you can sit and read for hours and no one keeps the track. I went in for a book on tides and ended up just sitting, reading the same page over while my mind kept on flitting. That's when she sat down beside me with a stack on her knee, a book of Mary Oliver and one on bees, on bees. Bookstore Bench, where the world goes very small, where two readers can sit and not have to say a thing at all. She turned her pages, I turned mine. We breathe the same dust, the kind of silence that's a comfort, the kind a stranger can trust. Bookstore Bench, you held us like a held breath. You gave us each something to remember after death. Bookstore Bench, you're the gentlest little theft. I noticed she was reading slowly, savoring each line. I noticed she had a pen in hand, marking up the words divine. I wanted to ask her name, wanted to ask her about Oliver, but I didn't want to break the spell we'd built up together. An hour passed, then another. The light shifted through the window. She closed her book and stood and stretched and gave a little widow. Bookstore bench, where the world goes very small, where two readers can sit and not have to say a thing at all. She turned her pages, I turned mine. We breathe the same dust, the kind of silence that's a comfort, the kind a stranger can trust. Bookstore bench, you held us like you held breath. You gave us each something to remember after death. Bookstore bench, you're the gentlest little theft. She left without saying a word, and I sat there alone for another 20 minutes before I went and made my own. I walked out into the evening air with my book on tights, and the memory of someone reading next to me, our minds aligned. Bookstore bench, I go back every week, hoping that she'll be there, hoping for that streak. She never has been, but I keep on going. The hope itself is something worth the slow knowing. Bookstore bench, you taught me a kind of patience. You taught me that some love is just a quiet acquaintance. Bookstore bench, I'm grateful for your radiance. The old bookstore on Hawthorne Avenue has a bench in back. Tonight I'll sit there once again and read along the track.
Found a trail in a state park I'd never been to before. Started walking with no plan, just curious to explore. Within 5 minutes the wildflowers were everywhere I looked. Lupines and columbines, an Indian paintbrush hooked. I'd forgotten how it feels to walk through unbothered green. I'd forgotten how a wildflower meadow can make us so keen. Wildflower path, you don't need anyone tending. You bloom because you bloom, with no asking and no pretending. Just the rain and the sun and the soil and the seasons. You teach me there are some things that don't need explaining reasons. Wildflower path, you take me out of my head. You remind me to be present, to be where I'm led. Wildflower path, you're the medicine I need. A bumblebee landed on a purple bloom right next to me. I held my breath and watched her work the pistil patiently. job to do, the kind of focused service that you envy as you view. I sat down on a fallen log and just stopped thinking. Let the wildflowers do their work without me needing or shrinking. Wildflower path, you don't need anyone tending. You bloom because you bloom with no asking and no pretending. Just the rain and the sun and the soil and the seasons. You teach me there are some things that don't need explaining reasons. Wildflower path, you take me out of my head. You remind me to be present, to be where I'm led. Wildflower path, you're the medicine I need. I bring my therapy bills with me every week to talk, but 20 minutes on this trail does more than any walk with a paid professional. Through my anxious mind, the wildflowers no more than humans seem inclined. I'll come back every week this summer until the blooms are gone and the grasses have all grown dumber. But by then I'll have learned what I'm here to learn, that presence is a practice, not a thing I have to earn. Wildflower path, you're a saint to me. You're a quiet kind of teacher with the patience of a tree. Wildflower path, you've helped to set me free. Found a trail in a state park I'd never been to before. The wildflowers said goodbye and asked me to come back for more. There's a man who lives above me. I've never seen his face, but I know his every footstep through every kitchen space. He gets home around 6:30, takes his shoes off at the door, walks to the kitchen, runs the water. Then I hear him sigh once more. He plays Bill Evans on Sunday mornings, soft enough to be polite. He cries sometimes on Tuesdays. I can hear him through the night. The apartment above mine, you tell me a whole story without ever knowing I'm listening, without claiming any glory. I know your routine like my own. I know your favorite songs. I know your TV's volume. I know all your rights and wrongs. The apartment above mine, you're my closest invisible friend, a man I'll never meet, whose presence I will defend. The apartment above mine, you're my secret companion to the end. Last Tuesday I heard you weeping for almost an hour straight. I lay on my bed and listened. to make. I thought about going up and knocking, asking if you were okay, but I figured that would scare you, that you needed your own way. I made you mental tea, sent you mental light, hoped that somehow the kindness would travel through the night. The apartment above mine, you tell me a whole story without ever knowing I'm listening, without claiming any glory. I know your routine like my own. I know your favorite songs. I know your TV's volume. I know all your rights and wrongs. The apartment above mine, you're my closest invisible friend, a man I'll never meet, whose presence I will defend. The apartment above mine, you're my secret companion to the end. Sometimes I wonder if you hear me too, my coughs and my songs, if you know me through my footsteps just as I know yours all along. If we're each other's invisible witnesses through the years, two strangers stacked on top of each other through tears and cheers. I got a new job in Seattle. I'm leaving this place clear. I'll never know your name, I'll never see your face, but I'll think of you sometimes. The man one floor up in this place, the apartment above mine. Take care of the next tenant. She'll listen for your footsteps with the same quiet attendant. The apartment above mine, you taught me how to be present. There's a man who lives above me. I've never seen his face, but tonight I'll hear his footsteps and I'll know I'm in my place.
Strung the hammock up between the two big oak trees in the yard. Brought a book I've been meaning to read but never started hard. Climbed in slow with my iced tea balancing on my chest. Within 10 minutes I was asleep. The book was at its rest. The afternoon sun was filtered through the leaves above, the kind of golden softness that just feels like easy love. Sleeping in the hammock, my favorite kind of rest. Not in a bed, not on a couch, but suspended in a nest made of canvas and good intentions, and the trees that hold me up. The breeze rocking me gentle, like a tea inside a cup. Sleeping in the hammock, the summer's greatest gift. Better than vacation, better than a paycheck shift. Sleeping in the hammock, time itself can drift. Woke up an hour later with sun stripes on my arm. A robin on a branch above had set off the soft alarm. I didn't move for 10 more minutes, just watched the clouds go by. Felt the slow turn of the planet, felt my weight inside the sky. I closed my eyes again, felt the hammock rock me through the kind of rest you can't replicate inside a room. Sleeping in the hammock, my favorite kind of rest. Not in a bed, not on a couch, but suspended in a nest made of canvas and good intentions in the trees that hold me up. The breeze rocking me gentle, like a tea inside a cup. Sleeping in the hammock, the summer's greatest gift. Better than vacation, better than a paycheck shift. Sleeping in the hammock, time itself can drift. My wife says I'm wasting my Saturday in there. I say I'm doing the most important work, suspended in the air. The work of being still, the work of being slow, the work of letting summer remind me what I know. Sleeping in the hammock, I'll be back again tomorrow. Same time, same trees, same canvas without sorrow. This is the medicine I never knew I needed. This is the summer that I should have always heeded. Sleeping in the hammock, I'm rich beyond all measure. I have a yard, 2 trees, a hammock, and the leisure. Sleeping in the hammock, this is my pleasure. Strung the hammock up between the 2 big oak trees in the yard. This is the version of myself that doesn't have to try so hard.